Hello, and welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, hello, my name's Lisa. And today I thought you could join me to unbox my very first Wegovy GLP-1 weight loss medication pen. Now, if you've been here before or followed me for a while, you will know that I used to take a weight loss injection called Mounjaro. I took it from July 2024 to June 2025, so 11 months, and I lost just short of 3.5 stone. Anyway, I kind of stopped taking it because the nausea just got too much to me and I felt like I needed a break. I didn't know whether I could go it alone or what I was gonna do. Anyway, here we are again, back, and I've decided to jump back on to another weight loss injection. I did consider some tablets, so if you've seen that video, oh dear me, let's just say that my lovely viewers, watchers, persuaded me against taking the tablets Orlistat. So yes, what has led me to deciding to go back on Wegovy? Don't worry, I'm gonna do the little unboxing in a minute, but I just thought I would just do a little recap for you. So what has brought me back to this injection? Now, a little bit of an exclusive here for you, because if you have followed my journey for, well, most of this year really, you'll know that I started a new job in January and I work 2.5 days in an office, and it is quite a sedentary job. I am sat down for a lot of that time. It was only a temporary position, and we didn't kind of know if my contract was going to get renewed or made permanent or temporary again for a year. Anyway, to cut a very long story short, I have found out this week that my contract is going permanent, which is great news. However, it does mean that I am still sat down, for 2.5 days a week. And I'm really concerned coming up to the winter because I love being indoors. I'm not really an outdoorsy type person. I do like going outdoors and I do like going on holiday. However, I struggle with my arthritis in my leg, which is really bad again at the moment. More sort of the nerve damage than the arthritis, and my hand. Anyway, quick little recap there for you. So I'm thinking coming up to Christmas, there's going to be lots of goodies in the shops. I can feel them bad habits creeping in. I don't feel like I've got my diet sorted 100%, although lots of things have changed. Eating a lot more healthier, a lot more food, healthy foods, learning more about good fats, trying to cut down on all them treats, learning to say no to lots of things. Oh gosh, just so much. So I have decided to try a different weight loss medication this time, the Wegovy, and I thought you might like to see what it looks like when you get it. This time I bought it from Asda online pharmacies, and my daughter actually went to pick it up on Monday. Today is Friday, so I thought I'd do this quick little video. I decided not to take it as soon as I came back. I suffer really bad with, not really bad, but I do suffer with motion sickness, travel sickness, and my first day or 2 or 3 can be quite wobbly, and I just wanted to kind of regulate my current problems and know exactly how I feel. So before I take this, I know I've got like the problem with my leg, the problem with my thumb, my sort of, it's not kind of vertigo, it's just like really wobbliness has settled down now. But what I thought I'd do, I used to take Mounjaro last thing of the night before I went to bed. However, it is 11:10 on Friday. I'm probably going to take it straight after I've done this video, and I'm going to keep a record of how I feel and anything in the first 24 hours. So that's probably going to be my next video after this one. But yes, I thought you might like to see what it looks like. Is it different? You might be totally new to all this, and you might just be interested what the pen looks like. If you took Mounjaro or other weight loss medications like Ozempic, you might not have seen what the Wegovy looks like. And I don't know. This is how it's arrived. It's still in the plastic. It didn't come in any other bag. So, if you're really conscious about going and picking something up, you might have yours delivered. I chose not to have mine delivered because I'm out at work. I never really know exactly when I'm going to be in. And sometimes I think when you order things online, like I could order something today, think it's coming Monday, but then it might come Tuesday and I'm not going to be in. So I wanted to go and pick it up. So my daughter went and picked it up and she went, brilliant. She went, everyone's going to think I'm on the jabby jabs now. So yeah, it was quite funny. So yes, it's just arrived in this clear plastic bag. Now I did get a little discount from Asda Online. It was just a code that was already on their website, nothing special. I'm not an affiliate for Asda. I don't work in partnership with anyone. This is all my own experience. I'll pop the price on the screen now, how much it cost me. So we are in October 2025 and that was what I paid, and I did have a 10% off, but I just went on the website and had a little look round. But you never know, there might be codes and things. So what I would say to you in my experience is register, sign up, maybe don't buy anything, take a little look around and see what emails you get, because sometimes you do get those emails from different places. So yeah, this is just my own experience, and let's go, let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, before I get started, I'll try and vlog as much as I can about how I feel sort of starting off, because I've got all them videos from my very early days with Mounjaro, you know, going back to August when I started vlogging last year. I started it in July, started vlogging in the August, and I've got all my sort of what I was eating, my plates of food, because your appetite is really, really suppressed. And I thought, gosh, this is quite interesting. So I'm going to try and record as much as I can, you know, what kind of food I'm eating, and I'll go back and do those videos again, how I used to do them, where I take pictures of everything and I talk you through. Anyway, let's get on with the unboxing. So like I said, this is how it was picked up. I'm just going to take it out this plastic and I'll show you the box. I'm not going to do one of them, you know, camera down sort of angles. I'm just going to rub out any personal details now, just bear with. So this is Wegovy 0.25 mg. So that is what the box looks like. And it says solution for injection in pre-filled pen, semi-glutide, subcutaneous use once weekly, 1 pen, 4 disposable needles. Now, when I used to collect my Mounjaro, the needles used to come separately. I don't know about you. So when I saw that in the fridge when I came home, because like I say, my daughter picked it up and put it in the fridge, I thought, oh no, where's the needles? But it does say they're in here, so we're going to have a little look at that. So yes, it says inject 1 dose weekly on the same day each week as directed by your doctor into the abdomen or thigh. Store in the fridge. So what else does it say on the box? So it's got the batch number and the use by date is 12/20/27. Which is really quite a long date, because I used to find with the Mounjaro that some of the dates were out of date, but I got a letter to say it's absolutely fine, but due to demand, you know, it's kind of near the use by date. But I don't ever remember with Mounjaro having a use by date that long. So that, I suppose, is really good, that if you, because you can bundle buy, you know, it did give me the option of getting, I think it was, I don't know if it was 2 months or 3 months supply, but I just thought, you know what, just going to go with the one. And just see how I get on for a month. On the back, it just says for use by one person only, keep out of sight of children, read the package leaflet. After first use of pen, store below 30 degrees or preferably in the refrigerator. Do not freeze. Do not store the pen with needle attached. Keep the pen cap on top in order to protect from light. Discard the pen after 6 weeks of first use. Each pre-filled pen contains 1 mg semi-glutide, 1.5 mil, blah, 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 words I can't pronounce. And that is it, basically. Yeah, so let's open it and have a little look what's inside. There's a little flap here to lift somehow. That thumb's not so good. You're going to see it before me, I think. Is that Braille? Actually, I've just noticed it is. There's some Braille on the top. Not that I can read Braille, but I didn't know that was on medications, but there we go. So it says, write the weekday you choose to inject. So that's quite good there. And I injected my weekly dose on the below dates. That's really good, because I used to forget with the other one. It was like, what day have I done it? So yeah, and then there's a little flap here. get my hand and I can see the set of instructions there. That's going to come out. Okay, we'll have a little look. I'll unfold that for you and show you those in a second. We have got the pack, which is the needles there. I'll open that and show you. And here is the pen. That's all that's in there. There we go, so that is what the pen looks like. You have a little clicker here on the side, and with the Mounjaro, it was so many clicks per portion, shall we say, per serving. But we need to read the pen first to see how many clicks, and then you kind of open the top. Do you open or screw? There we go, we just pull it open, and there we go. There is the magic semi-glutide in the pen. And you attach the needle onto the end by screwing it in, and there we go. And it also, on the pen, it does have again once weekly, and it has the expiry date 12/27, and it tells you the amount of, I don't know what you call it, like the level that you're at, and we're starting right at the bottom, so we're starting with 0.25. I remember with the bottom one of Mounjaro, I really did get that suppression rate from the get-go. I did 2 months on 2.5 and then 2 months or 3 months, I think, on 5 milligrams. This time I'm going to try and stay on as low as possible for as long as possible that I can do, that I feel like I need it, unless my side effects are really severe. So there we go, that is what the weight loss pen looks like. Let's have a little look at the other things. So we'll look at the needles. So it says Novo Fine Plus 4mm, and there's a little tiny symbol there. There we go. Oh, it keeps focusing in and out. I'm having terrible trouble with this camera focusing today. So let's open these up. Again, there's a little lifty thing here. There we go, and this is what the needles look like. I'll just take one out to show you there, and there's a little plastic cap that you pull off the top, and then that screws into the pen, ready for you to do your clicks, and then you just pop it in your tummy or your thigh and you click it. And I remember being really nervous the first time when I did this, and I said to my husband, oh my God, you're gonna have to help me. And he gets the pen already and does all the clicks, and then I inject it. He's like, no, you're injecting this yourself. And I was really nervous. However, I didn't really feel anything. So, you know, I don't know if anybody does, and I don't know whether I will this time. So stay tuned for my first video, and I'll let you know whether I did feel anything or not. So yeah, so you've got 4 little needles in that box, and then that just clicks back on there like that. Pop that there, and then we have the instructions. You know, take this very seriously. I do see other people on other channels giving advice about making a pen last, you know, so many weeks. You know, and I kind of get it, you know, like I've done it where I've changed the clicks from 60 to 45, but I see some people getting 10 weeks out of a pen. And, you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical practitioner. I don't know if people should be doing that. I've really no idea. And if people's background is medical, you know, then fair enough, but mine's not. So I never once took the golden dose out of the Mounjaro pen. I know lots of people did do that. They kind of siphoned it out. I didn't feel comfortable doing that. And I didn't really feel comfortable doing kind of like the 45 clicks. It was my last month, and it was just kind of my way of coming down a little bit. Would I do it again? I really don't know. I know some people do so many clicks every couple of days, but I've never been advised to do that, and I can't give you that advice. So for me, I'm not really a rule breaker. I do tend to stick to the rules, so I will be reading these rules very carefully. Here we go. Here is the big sheet of rules that we need to follow. So I am English, and it is all in English for me. My supplier is Asda. I'm in the UK. So yes, I would imagine if you get yours, you know, if you're in a different country, it will probably come in that nationality, but it is maybe a question to ask your supplier. So yeah, it's got instructions how to use it, and it's got quite detailed pictures really of the pen and the needle. and the needle there. It explains about preparing the pen, checking the flow with each new pen, setting your dose, injecting your dose, and what to do after. Caring for your pen, do you have enough Wegovy, important information, a bit more information about the pen, what you need to know before, what it is and how to use it, how to use Wegovy. It talks about people with diabetes, how to store it, and serious side effects as well. So there's quite a lot in there, of information that really, you should read. I mean, you should with all medications anyway, shouldn't you really? But yes, that is basically the unboxing of my very first Wegovy pen. I hope you found that useful. Compared to the Mounjaro, it doesn't really look that much different. How you use it. The Mounjaro pen used to come with the instructions inside, but it didn't come with the needles in the box like this one does. Now, when I ordered it, it did give me the option to order my needle box as well, whatever you call it. What is it called? I can't remember. Anyway. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen, you know what I'm like. But I'm going to go and grab the one I have because I still do have it in the cupboard, out the way, in the laundry room, on a top shelf. So I'll go and grab that and I'll show you. But I think it was like, if you ordered it, it was like £1.50. When I got mine from Boots, they did give it me. So yeah, I'll go and grab it and you can have a little look what it looks like. It's a sharp spin, my loves. Honestly. Yeah, I've actually done a vlog about, going on holiday and traveling when you take your injection with you. This is my little case that I take my my injection in, and it has some little coolie freezer packs in. Just a little spare needle there fell out. So yeah, I have that if I do travel and I'm taking it on holiday. So this is my sharp spin. You contact your council to get it changed or emptied. But yeah, this is my one that I had from last time. So I thought, well, I might as well keep it. I did keep it because I did wonder if I would, maybe jump back on the jabs again. The jabby jabs. What do you call them? That's what we kind of call them, the jabby jabs. But I know there's like lots of nicknames, so I'd be interested to know what your nicknames are for the jabs, for the meds, whatever you call it. So yes, that is what my sharp spin looks like, and there's a little lid on the top where you can open and drop them in there. And there's all my needles inside. Not all my needles, because I have been on holiday last year quite a number of occasions, and I took my medication with me. So I did dispose of my needles in bins on ships and in hotels as well. So there's a video about that knocking about somewhere. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description for you. But if I can't, it won't be there, basically. So that's it really. I've done a couple of videos last week, this week, what day are we? We're Friday. Came back from Lanzarote on Monday evening. I did a video for you Monday before I left, and I did two kind of like the back end of last week. And they are about, so one was called, they are about Wegovy. One was called Here We Govy Again, sorry about the pun, and that was about my decision to go back onto the weight loss injections. However, when I made that video, I didn't know whether I was going to be accepted or not. So yeah, that was just talking about the application process. The next one is approved or rejected. Well, now you know I have been approved. And that was like the process of applying, and, I'm waiting to hear. And actually, while I was making that video, I did get an email to say that I was approved, luckily enough. And then my next one is called From Mounjaro to Wegovy, and that is about the next chapter in my journey and talking about what is going to be different this time, basically. I can hear my cat playing with something in the hall. She's an absolute monkey. For hair bobbles, Tampax, taking them out the packet, like in the plastic, and like chewing them, running all down the house. And there's a bit on the stairs where she pops it in, whacks it down with her paw, and it shoots to the bottom by the door. I can hear her playing. And the other thing she's obsessed with is dental flossers. Honestly, we just keep finding them all over the house. She's an absolute robber, robs them, runs all around the house with them. So yes, sorry about that little distraction from Kittylicious. So yes, those 3 videos are a little bit more about the plan and what is going to go on moving forward. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I am going to do the injection in about 5 minutes, and then I will track how I feel, any thoughts, what's kind of going on, has the suppression kicked in. 11:30 now. I haven't eaten anything today. I've had 3 coffees. I don't particularly feel hungry. I never really do in the mornings. I do try and get as far as I can in the day. My problem is overnight. It's the snacking, it's the biscuits, it's naughty bits and bobs of a night. And yeah, my concern is the next couple of months sitting down in an office. We get a forced closure, extra holidays over Christmas, and it's all these goodies in the shops. We are going out shopping today. We need to do some shopping for food for the weekend. I might make you a little foodie shopping haul. Probably go to Tesco and Home Bargains. So yes, keep an eye out for some future videos over the next couple of days. So that's everything for this video. I'm curious to know, you're watching this. What's your story? Are you on the Mounjaro? Are you on the Mounjaro? Are you on the jabby jabs? Should I not call it that? Like, is that bad taste? I don't know. We use a lot of slang. I'm from Liverpool, and we use a lot of words that we kind of make up. My husband isn't from Liverpool. He's not a Scouser. He's a wool. He's from Wigan. So there's lots of things that I say that he kind of finds a bit strange and a bit odd. So yeah, do kind of make up words sometimes. Tell me what you call it. Do you call it the jabs, the jabby jabs, the Wegovy, the Mounjaro? Also, I hear a lot of people calling it Mounjaro, but it's not spelled man, it's not spelled M-A-N. I don't know whether it's their accent, but I call it Mounjaro. Am I wrong? How do other people pronounce it? Or is it that they've heard other people pronouncing it wrong or in a different dialect and then they pronounce it like that? Going off on a tangent there. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've enjoyed having a little look at the pen and seeing what it looks like. Let me know in the comments whether you're on the journey, what you're taking, where you're up to, how are you finding it, if you've transitioned from Mounjaro to Wegovy, or from one to another. I know in different countries it's called different things, but let me know how you're finding it, because I'm a nosy, and I was going to say I'm a nosy, but I didn't, but I am. So yes, thank you very much. Oh, also, I've had a little flurry of new Instagram followers. Hello to you all, my little Instagram friends. I do love a bit of Instagram. So yes, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please don't forget to give me a little like on the way out, hype, a comment, whatever you'd like to do, and a subscribe would be fantastic. I think I've had about 70, nearly 80 subscribers in the last kind of week and a half, which is just lovely. You're very welcome here. Thank you very much. I'm astounded that anyone listens to my waffle. I really am. But there we go. Thank you very much. Lovely you could join me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.